Hi there. So thank you very much. Unfortunately, Jung-eun's iPad, if you notice she's using an iPad, the Bluetooth pedal isn't working. So she's fixing that right now. She'll be back in a second. But in the meantime, I'd like to invite the composer of this next piece. As classical musicians, we spend most of our time, of course, basically being historians, reading about people who are long dead and trying to figure out their motivations and what they were really going for when they wrote down the music they wrote. But it's exciting to work with a composer who's very much alive, only I think a few years older than I am, Stefan Zwick. He wrote this next piece, and he's a friend of mine. He teaches over at the Conservatory of Music. And about a year ago, I asked him if he'd be interested in writing a piece for me. And he said yes. And we found out that we both not only are classical musicians, but we both play in folk bands or non-classical settings. So that started a conversation that ended with this piece called American Troubadours. And instead of describing it myself, I'll let Stefan come up here and describe it.
So that was a great introduction to the piece, but I think the next thing is talk about where the music in the piece is coming from. Right? So once we decided on this idea of using sort of American folk music from all different walks of the country to build a piece, the next was to find a way to structure it. So I'm just going to run you through what you're going to hear. It's going to start off with a Cheyenne Indian chant melody. That is an introduction to the piece. After that is a series of dances. And the first one you'll hear is an Irish-American dance, right? The music of which I wrote myself, but the style I copied. Right? Then we have an interlude, and with the interlude I'm going to bring back the Native American chant and adapt it to move into the second dance, which is much slower. It's much like a saraband, but in the style of American Delta blues. After that, there's a cadenza, which Patrick uses material from the piece that he and then puts together himself. He actually wrote the cadenza himself. I tried to write it, but honestly, he did a better job than me because I don't play violin. Then the last dance is much quicker. It's in the style of an American Western ballad, which is sort of like an epic poem or epic song about a mythical figure. Think like Paul Bunyan or Tall Tale, songs about those kinds of people. And I use all the music from prior in the piece and put it together just in this one movement to finish it off. And as you can imagine, it's a lot of fun to write. It seems like a lot of fun to play. And so I hope that it's just as fun for you to listen to. Thank you so much.